It's a terrible question of embarras de richesse. You've got to give me a few seconds.
Take your time.
Because there's too much, you know. And I don't...
62 years of reading.
Exactly, and you're asking... Terrible question. Terrible question.
Well, if the answer is impossible, we've...
No, of course it's not impossible.
Well, I think it is.
No.
There's too much to everything, you remember?
She knows it's tea time, sorry. Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
Even very great writers rarely change the power of very simple words. We all now come after Ernest Hemingway. Nobody has used the little word "and" again in the same way since Hemingway. And one of the great passages which illustrates all my worries about people no longer recognizing great references, people becoming deaf to the most moving literature, are in one little passage from the novel The Sun Also Rises. The title, of course, is from Ecclesiastes in the Bible, or it's known in the English edition as Fiesta. Two very close friends are on a bus, and they think they love each other. They think they are really, totally true to each other. We went through the forest, and the road came out, and turned along a rise of land, and out ahead of us was a rolling green plain, and the dark mountains beyond it. These were not like the brown, heat-baked mountains we had left behind. These were wooded, and there were clouds coming down from them. The green plain stretched off. It was cut by fences, and the white of the road showed through the trunks of a double line of trees that crossed the plain towards the north. As we came to the edge of the rise, we saw the red roofs and white houses of Burguete ahead, strung out on the plain, and away off on the shoulder of the first dark mountain was the grey, metal-sheathed roof of the monastery of Roncesvalles. "There's Roncesvalles," I said. "Where?" "Way off, there where the mountains start." It's cold up here, Bill said. It's high, I said. Must be 1,200 meters. It's awful cold, Bill said. Roncevaux is the place where in the great medieval epic of Roland and his friends are betrayed by one of their number and butchered in an ambush of the Saracens. And the genius of Hemingway is not to say so. Only the word Roncevaux tells us that these two friends are going to betray each other, that they are on the edge of the end of their relationship. And then the repetition. It's cold up here, Bill said. It's awful cold. And of course it is the cold of the heart. And only a very great artist can say everything without saying anything. The importance of this is that my Oxford and Cambridge students, my Geneva, no longer my Harvard, recognize Roncevaux. So that our next editions have to have a footnote which kills the whole thing. And that Hemingway, in his period and for his public, which was a general public, this was a success novel, could assume that the word Roncevaux
was known.
Was all you needed. And we're reaching the point where the word Elsinore will need a footnote. You know, where anything, where La Mancha no longer is recognized. This is very frightening.